Hey guys, Haxer Tech here for another video, and today what we're going to be talking about is the best tool, or at least for me, the best value tool that you can use for team collaboration in a company. And I wanted to go over this because this is a tool that I haven't seen a lot of people cover. And I'm going to go over a couple reasons you may not use this tool. But I think that it's definitely got a whole subset of features that are very, very valuable, and really the best thing about this service is the pricing. Now, just for full disclosure here, I'm not paid by this company. I don't have any involvement with them, so this is just something that I found in my own research. I thought the pricing was actually amazing compared to the competition, and I don't actually personally use this because my organization does not use this particular tool. But I think for small businesses especially, and depending on the needs of your organization, it could be a really, really valuable tool that a lot of people just don't know about. So River is the best way I can kind of compare it, the best way that I can describe it is a very similar application, very similar service to Slack. It does a lot of the same things Slack does, and they even mentioned that they're almost a Slack clone. You'll see here that the interface is very similar to Slack, and so for anyone that actually uses Slack, you'll understand and you'll know what benefits you get with that service. But what's so special about this service is the pricing. You'll find that with most services like Slack, with Microsoft Teams, services like some of the ones that are no longer available, like HipChat, for example, was one that I used to use. So with all these services, usually there's a per user fee. And you can see here that this is something I've actually never seen before in this space with communication, social communication in an organization, is you don't actually pay per user. You have three options. You can start with 12 users, that's $49 a month, unlimited users, which is $99 a month, or an enterprise license, which is $399 a month, and you get both the unlimited users as well as other things like single sign-on, enhanced support, and things like that. Now, $400 a month, that's obviously relatively expensive if you're talking about just maybe your own personal budget, but if you're looking at the respective cost of this enterprise license and the monthly fee compared to something like Slack. I will not go into my particular organization. I won't go into how much I've seen being paid, but because it's per user and because it can be $12 or $20 per person, if you have 1,000 people at that organization, you can be easily spending $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 per month on licenses for something like Slack, which is insane if you're comparing it to what they charge here for the enterprise license. Now, if it's a really big organization, they may have other reasons they might use something like Slack or Teams, which comes with the Office package. I mentioned I would talk about reasons you might not go with this service. If your organization already has something like Microsoft Teams set up because maybe they already use the Office suite, then this may not apply to you. Or if you already have the Google Suite for all of your users, this may not apply to you. But if you have an organization that does not use any of those applications, it doesn't use any of those services, so you don't have any kind of suite or any kind of package that includes some kind of messaging client, or maybe you have Office rolled out for a very small subset of users, but you want a tool that allows you to communicate with every single user in your organization, and you want to do so for a discounted price, this is the way to go, at least from my research here. It's a really solid tool. You can check out the website, it's river.com, which I'll include in the description here. And I'm going to show you simply here what you can do with this tool, what it does, what it allows you to do, what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and create an account. And I've actually not used this information before, so this is the first time I'm creating an account with this information, but I have used it, the tool before, with other information before. So this is going to be my free 14-day trial with my company here. And you can see it's very quick to go ahead and start your 14-day trial. So I can just input my information, click on Create Organization, and just like that, I'm in. Now I will need to check my inbox to get the link to go ahead and start using this service here. So I'm going to go ahead and run and do that right now. Okay, so here I have my email pulled up that I got from River. I click on Get Started. And now you can see I just got to fill in some additional information. I can put in my role, and I can put in a password here. All right, and I'll check this. Complete if you want. You can also choose your avatar, your profile picture. And that's it. That's how you set up your free account here, and this is how you start off. Now again, this is very similar to Slack. There's a lot of similarities here. You can see that the interface, other than the color scheme, is pretty similar. Even just down to the emojis and things like that. It all really resembles Slack here, so I just kind of wanted to show you what I have set up here. And you also have a bot, which is similar to the Slack bot. They call theirs the Eddie bot. And you can see here, this is sort of a help tool. So I can go ahead and type in a question here. And you can see that it's going to respond based off whatever it is that I'm typing in here with information. So it's, again, very similar to the Slack bot, but there's this tool here to help you get started. And the biggest thing that's kind of a change here in River versus Slack, I'm going to go ahead and pull up some information from their site so I can kind of go over some of the differences here. And actually, you'll find that it really does a good job on the website of explaining the difference. Here's River versus Slack and versus Trello. So the first thing here is you can see it talks about the limitations of Slack. It can integrate with other apps so that you can manage tasks and automate workflows, but you can't have the same user set in each app. Functionality is limited and integrations commonly break when other apps are updated. This can slow down your team's collaboration. And also, River has 3 times the functionality in one app. It integrates into communication tools, chat topics, and voice and video calls, task management, and workflow automation to streamline collaboration. The ease of use helps your team stay focused on being more productive. So this kind of goes into the layout of how River is set up versus Slack. They use topics. They also have the voice and video calls integrated all in one place. So there's kind of some segmentation in Slack where it's a little bit more kind of all in one place here with the tool available for River. And so here is my general room that I have. So I can start here and just post kind of a general message to everyone. I have my all hands room, which is kind of a general forum. And you can see that it gives you information about these different rooms here. If I wanted to create a forum, then I can go in here and I can create a forum name. And so this is one of the big differences with River is they use forums instead of rooms, I believe is what they call it in Slack, if I remember correctly. So they have some terminology differences, but they kind of all do the same thing. So I can create, in this case, a forum. And I can invite different members here. I can set different topics. But the other thing that it's kind of talking about with the functionality portion is the tasks. So this is something that's kind of unique to River. If you wanted to use templates to set up certain tasks, you can do that. You can copy a team if they have something specific that you wanted to use, or you can even import information over from Trello. If you're moving over from Trello, whether it's a cost issue or whether it's something that you just didn't like Trello and you preferred to use River, then if you're moving over, you can set it up by importing over. You can also use custom boards and lists, but this is really nice because if I go in here and I just browse these options here, there are all these different templates that I can use for setting up tasks. And so this is really great because usually you would use a third-party tool in Slack if you're trying to track some kind of a task. Whereas here I can just select one of my options. Here I can select from a template, and I can do... And so task IDs, these are a way that you can keep track of certain tasks. So I can create more than one task ID here. I can create as many as I want. And then you can see that this is what it's going to look like. So you can just create all these different tasks that you want to use, which is really cool. And again, you get to use that template so you can kind of fine tune what you want your tasks to look like. So there's all kinds of different things in here that that you can do that you can't do in Slack. Let me just go ahead and jump back over to the page I was previously at. So they talk about the cost of Slack, and you can see that again, paid plans start at $96 per user per year. That's $1,440 a year, and that's just with 15 people, so you can see that it's a lot more affordable. And again, that's the biggest thing that really makes me want to recommend this, is because the cost savings is crazy. If you guys are looking for just a basic or simple sort of chat solution for your small team, there's really no reason that you would ever want to pay for one of these more expensive solutions that are out there. This definitely is going to solve all your communication needs, and if you have a large group of people that you want to communicate with, but really all you need is just sort of the ability to create rooms, and you want to just chat back and forth. You don't need a lot of the integrations, as part of your package there. And this is, again, a really good option because it's affordable and it comes with a lot of the similar features that Slack already has. And there is also, in the free trial here, there's no limit, I believe, to the amount of information that's stored, and the history is unlimited as well. But after that 14-day trial expires, of course, you're going to have to upgrade to a paid plan. But you can look in there and see, of course, with the plans, they are very affordable. So if you're interested in doing it, you can always try it out and cancel if you ever wanted to. Here's just a breakdown of some of the things that are limitations on Slack that are not limitations with River. So unlimited collaboration, task management, workflow automation, and data and guests. That's the other thing too, is some of these other services do limit how many guests you can have, or you have to have special amount of cost based off how many guests you plan to pull in. I don't remember what the rates are for some of these other services, but the common theme here is River does not limit you on that. They don't charge you any extra fees based off how many people are actually using the platform. If you're paying for unlimited, you get unlimited, and it's not going to exceed too much more than that $400 rate for enterprise there, so you can have all the tools that you need for just huge cost savings over some of these other solutions that are out there. And there's really nothing that I found that was even comparable in terms to the price of what River offers here. So there's really not too much to look at. Again, there's forums here if you want to create a forum, which is kind of just a public discussion location. But you also have teams. So if you want to create a team to collaborate with team members, you can add your teammates in here. Set your team purpose, create icons for those individual teams. You can talk to individuals as well, and you can invite them. You can invite guests just by email, and so you can do that with both internal and external users. If you have a lot of guests, like maybe a lot of vendors, for example, that you work with frequently, that's another reason this could be a really useful tool for you guys, because you can invite them into your instance of River, and everyone at your organization can be in whatever room you want to be able to collaborate with those guests. So it's a really great option there. But otherwise, there's really not too much to look at here. Again, it's very similar to Slack. If I wanted to start a call here, I can go here and click on Start Call. And this is going to allow me to immediately open up a call with this room. You can see it just activates here in the bottom left corner. And right now it's in this room with the EddieBot here, so I'm kind of just testing it out. But it's a really simple interface. You'll get your mute icon. You can end the call, or you can control your basic functions here with the call. But similar to Slack, if someone is in a room, or if you have a large group of people in a room, you can initiate a call and everyone can join that call. Everyone just has to basically click on the link that will populate in the room to be able to join the call, and you can see that as people join, it's going to update with the number of people that are in that call. There's also video calls available in here as well. You can share your screen. A lot of similar things to what you would be able to do in Slack and other tools as well. So that's all good. And I'm really just looking at if there's anything else I didn't cover here. I think that's pretty much all you guys need to know. I would like to see what your opinion is, so feel free to comment in the comments below if you guys had any thoughts on this service, if you've heard of it before, if you have used it, if you had a good experience, a bad experience. Again, I've just tested it myself, and I thought that the pricing was really good. It could be a good option for small businesses. But if anyone's had a different experience or has any thoughts, feel free to comment below. Also, make sure to leave a like if you liked the video. Definitely appreciate that. And before I go, there's just a couple things that really quickly I did want to talk about. So there is two things that I wanted to mention. So there's the Cash App here, and I'm just going to open up a new tab here. Now, I've talked about this in my other videos before, but I wanted to talk about the Cash App here. Now, I do use this service. Cash App is a free app from Square, and for those of you that don't know what Square is a company that allows you to basically get your own sort of register or mobile little kiosk so that you can take payments. A lot of businesses use them now, and smaller businesses and restaurants, so they can accept payments with credit cards and things like that. But this is a free service, the Square Cash App. It's a free service that allows you to basically sign up so you can send money to your friends and to your family members. You can go in here, and if I go to the Play Store, you can see that they have this mobile app available where you can pay anyone instantaneously. And it's a great service. I use this to pay friends and family all the time. But what's even more important, or at least for me, what I thought was super cool, is that you get your own debit card with discounts. And this is something that I've been taking advantage of over the course of the past several months, and I continue to take advantage of this. You can get 10% off of Chick-fil-A right now, 10% off of a single in-store visit to Walmart, and there's other different discounts you get just by using the free debit card that you get with this service. So that's really, really great. In addition to that, you can basically just use it as a free prepaid card. So if you wanted to have sort of this is available as an additional card with money on it, there's no limit to how much money you have to have in there. So if you want to keep it empty and you have $0 in there, that's fine. There's no fees. Any amount of money that you put in there, if you want to use it to spend it from the card, you can do that, or you can use it just to send money back and forth between friends, or if a friend wants to pay you, it's instantaneously if it's being sent through the app. So it's a really good way to move money back and forth, but also a good way to get discounts on restaurants and different stores as well. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you guys really quick, one more application. Again, these are not sponsors that I have, but I do get a commission if you guys sign up for these services. But you guys also get free money as well, so it's beneficial for both of us. And that second one that I wanted to talk about in this video is Robinhood. If you guys don't know what Robinhood is, this is a service that allows you to get free stocks. Now you can see they're also actually going to be coming out with Robinhood Cash, which is going to be a banking service. It's still in the beta stages right now, so it's not available just yet. But that is something that is coming out. So I'm going to have a link in the description right now just for the purpose of trading stock and cryptocurrency. And here's what I'm talking about. You get a free stock when you sign up with the link that's in the description. So all you have to do is use that link or use the code, and you'll be able to get your first free stock. So just click that link, download the mobile app on your Android or iOS device, and you'll get a free stock. It could be a stock of Apple. It could be a stock of Walmart. Any major company, it's random, but you get that just for signing up. And if you guys just want to get it just for the free stock, then you can take that, cash that stock out, and you get free money just for doing that. But if you guys also are interested in investing, you can also go in there and you can invest for free in stock. And that's the nice thing about Robinhood, is whereas other services you do often have to pay a certain fee for every stock that you either purchase or you sell. With Robinhood, it's completely free. So any stock that you're selling, any stock that you're purchasing, there's no commissions or anything like that. So it's completely free. So check out those two services to support the channel. There's also a link in the description where if you guys want to donate, you can. But that's it for this quick video, just to give you a little bit of an idea of the River service. Again, let me know what you guys think and leave a like if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.